Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and thank you so much for being here. Today is Wednesday, and it's the day of the Twin Flame Soulmate reading, as we do every Wednesday. Today I'm going to do the relationship cross, everyone, which will be looking to the distant past, the now, and what energies, what emotions were playing out on both sides. So on your side and on the other person's side, and what the potential is in the future. Okay, so calling on Spirit for guidance. Today is actually the 18th of August of 2021. This message will be important for you when you receive it. We know timing can be very fluid. We are reading the energies, everyone, so an exchange of energy is important. As everyone knows, this is a free reading, so if you could like, share, subscribe, and comment, that is an exchange of energy, and I want to thank you in advance. So calling on Spirit, what's going on in this divine union, in this blessed connection? Could be a twin flame connection, could be a soulmate connection. This could even be in concern to a friendship, everyone. Okay, soulmates are friends as well, can be. Let's see what's going on. So the past, the now, and the future, the potential future, please, Spirit, in this divine union. What's going on? Where are we at? Let's look at the now. Ooh, Nine of Swords. A lot of worry and a lot of concern. Perceptions. Either there's been no communication, okay, or there's been a fight, these swords are many, and this is one of the hardest cards in the deck. Nine of Swords is insomnia. Someone's having nightmares, fearing the worst. Maybe there's information that's missing, but this is in the now, which I'm reading the energy of both of you, okay? So there's a lot of worry on both sides. Where are we coming from? The distant past. We've got the King of Cups. So it looks like the divine masculine could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or have some air in their chart, of course, or they were just showing up as very open to love. This King of Cups is the Scorpio energy. It doesn't have to be. It could be any water sign, but obviously here there was a lot of love coming from the divine masculine. Now, this is the position of you, and this is the position of the other person. Okay, the divine masculine was with an open heart. It does show the divine masculine here. So it's masculine energy. Masculine energy, well, many times can speak to taking action, taking charge. We know that the masculine energy is the yang energy. So it was all about taking action, being ready to offer that cup. Let's see what you brought to the table. You were the Queen of Swords. And who were they? They were the Two of Cups. Wow. Okay. Now, some of you, Queen of Swords is Libra. She's usually a divorcee or a widow, or just someone that has been hurt in the past. Queen of Swords could also be someone that's coming out of a difficult other connection. She's showing up as very hurt. She's very careful with her heart. She's all about being very calculative, not showing much emotion here. Queen of Swords, very scared to share what their heart holds or held, let's say. Queen of Swords can be also quite disciplined. So sort of more cerebral than emotional. That's how you come across. The other person, Two of Cups, I mean, they were meeting you halfway. They were ready to go all the way, let's say. Two of Cups, they understood you as a soulmate connection. They understood that they wanted to be equally close to you, but looks like you were quite protective. And we've got 3 cups here and 10 swords. So obviously I'm going to say here that they may have felt that you were their soulmate, but we'll get a bit more information. What is the potential for the outcome? Please, Spirit. Oh, my dear. Ace of Cups. That's a very good omen. Now we've got 4 cups here. 4 cups do speak to mischances, matters of home, matters to do with the past. 4 of Cups, mischances, not being able to accept because of external influence, other people. Okay, the potential with the Ace of Cups, we know this is a new beginning. And remember, 10 swords speak to the darkest before the dawn. But we'll see. Let's take some other cards in a moment. We've got the King of Wands and the King of Cups. So already we could see 2 divine masculine. Obviously, this Queen of Swords was dealing with another, for many of you, with another person as well. King of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. King of Wands, someone that's showing up as very sexual. This is the general energy. It does speak to fire and the ability to manifest, move forward, take charge. King of Cups, I mean, yes, he is a king, but water is very fluid. So if we're looking at the King of Cups as being Scorpio energy, that's fixed water. Fixed water. Scorpio can also speak to fears of the unknown, fears of intimacy, maybe someone opening up their heart. 2 of Cups does speak to a balance. As you can see, they're at the same height, and this could be literal, that you're same height with the other person or very close to having the same height where your eyes meet at the same level. So this does speak to them feeling as though you're their other half, obviously, or really wanting to find, a healthy balance, wanting to move forward. 2 of Cups is understanding that both people put in the work together. 2 people, 2 halves coming into a whole. An agreement. We've got the Tower beneath the King of Wands. The Tower is a major awakening, a powerful shift. It can speak to destruction, can speak to a breakthrough, can speak to an aha moment here with the King of Wands, someone who's driven towards what they desire, what they're passionate about, and the ability to create. There's the 4 of Cups here, which shows that there is disappointing energy. Someone is not happy. They're not focusing on that holy grail which is behind them. They're focusing mainly, I would say, on this cup that, is empty, as you can see right here. Which means there has been a disappointment or mischances here. We've got the 3 cups that are filled here, as you can see, but she's focusing on the empty cup. So something went to take off and it did not. Maybe it was necessary for a shift, big change to happen for this. And I see the 4 of Cups as a mischance or circling back around, coming back around, because someone was not focusing on, what was there all along. They were focusing on the negative, not the positive. 10 of Wands, so an ending, a heavy burden, but coming to an end, a restart here with the 10 of Wands, where someone has been wanting to get to their goal, to that home in the distance, that emotional, that physical stability within a relationship. But it looks like this person is scramming, trying to deal with so much all at once, scrambling to do something, and they're in, it's not easy. It's a heaviness here. And we've got Temperance. Temperance can speak to a physical distance, or dealing with someone that is at a physical distance or from a different part of the world. Let's take the energy oracle and see what's going on in this divine union. What's going on in this divine union? Where are we at, please, Spirit? What's going on? Archangel Michael, please guide. What's going on in this connection? What's going on in this connection? We have Healer of the Ages. We have the World card, and it's in the reverse, and I'm not logically reading these cards in the reverse. With the World card in the reverse, it speaks to this connection not having ended, obviously. Maybe there was something like an ending, but it's not. The door is totally not closed. And we've got Angel of Love. She's holding a crystal heart. Angel of Love. And we've got Contract. So this is a soul contract. Now, someone could also be going through divorce here. This is very much the Libra card. So there is a soul contract here. Some of you obviously have known this person from a past lifetime. Others of you are trying to end another connection with a World card, which we know the World card is, it's a success when you complete a karmic cycle, life cycle. With the World card in the reverse, someone is still trying to come out of something karmic that they're trying to close up, but this connection has not ended. Or if you have the perception that it's ended, there's a restart here. I mean, the Ace of Cups, we know, comes after the 10 of Cups, which the 10 of Cups can speak to bliss. Maybe there was a lot of happiness, or maybe someone was in a family connection where they're coming to an end. A new chapter begins. We've got a couple of sixes here. 6 is the Lovers, and the Lovers can be a choice between two people. We've got an 11, which again, 11 is justice. And Venus is transiting through Libra right now, and Libra is partnerships. It's fairness, justice, equilibrium, harmony. And we've got a 6, an 11, and a 13. 13, which does ring the Death card, Scorpio energies. And as you can see here, the scales are actually in sync. They're in balance here, which means justice will be coming through fairness, or someone will be, their life will be coming into balance as they close the door on a past, on a difficult past. Let's see what's going on in this divine union, please, Spirit. As I say, there's a lot of unknown matters, fears, fearing the worst. We've got journey, we've got concern, and we've got the wealthy man. Now, the journey obviously speaks to a physical distance. It could be also a long-term journey, or a journey that's taken a while. This could also speak to, of course, it's been quite a ride. It seems like, it's an abundant journey. It was very much about manifestation, feeling abundant, feeling cared for, but there's concern now. In the now, we've got the concern card, and we've got the wealthy man, number 13. So this could speak to the divine masculine, someone who's quite wealthy, or someone whose life has gone through great change and transformation. It is a number 13. So we've got a 1, a 33, and a 4. So that's 538. Again, that equals an 11, everyone. The wealthy man. Wealthy spiritually, emotionally, physically. Let's take a couple more cards. What's going on? We've got marriage. We've got change, exactly what I was saying. And we've got, very similar to the Chariot card here, there is change concerning a marriage. There are great concerns, and this could also speak to financial concerns. Whenever there is a divorce or a separation, money is always the issue. Okay, so we've got lots of threes. We've got 33, 13, 3, and a 9, which 3 threes are 9. 3 can speak to a love triangle. 3 is also the Empress. 3 can speak to expansion. The number 3 seems to be quite important. And we've got a 28, expectation. Wow. The expectation many times in this deck reminds me of the Empress, because we know the Empress is expecting. She's expecting, like the seed has been planted. She's expecting her beloved to come. This is very similar also to the 9 of Pentacles. Remember, as she sits inside and looks out. That's the that card is in the Connolly Tarot, where she's on the inside looking out, but she's expecting someone to travel, to come in. She's expecting change where a partnership is concerned. And we've got the main male. So it's interesting, we've got 2 males here. Again, we've got 2 divine masculine here. Let's see what the, let's take the Universal Love Oracle before we take more tarot. Someone's been sending out their wishes to Spirit and to the angels to bring them their heart's content. Angel of Love. I think it's Archangel Lophil or Zophil, which is the angel of love and things that we love. Archangel Lophil has got an aura of gold, shimmery gold aura, can be male or female. And Archangel Lophil, actually I dreamt of him. It was a lucid dream. I wasn't actually sleeping, and I saw him. I didn't know about him at all, and he, as I said, had a golden aura. His hair was as blonde as the sun. He looked like he had a sun around him, the sun. So a lot of light, a lot of light with that golden aura. He had bright green eyes. He had a tanned skin, beautiful bronzy golden skin that was shimmering with gold. And his hair was as yellow as the sun, short as a sheep and curly. And he was just so beautiful. And I actually looked him up on Google and I said, who is this angel? I had no idea about him. And yeah, he's the angel of love. So if you're wanting to manifest this partnership, send your wishes out to Archangel Lophil or Lophil, Zophiel or Lophil. Google him and find out. It's a he and a she, so it could be either. Let's see what's going on in this divine union. Earth connection. So we're talking about earth sign, strong earth in one's chart. We've got the tree here, everyone. As you could see, and the heart is smack bang in the middle. This is a soulmate connection. It stems from the past. This could be from a past lifetime as well. Okay. The tree does speak to a familiarity, a sense of family with this person. And this has probably been for around this connection for you. It goes back to the past, so it's been a long time coming. For some of you, Earth, we know, is very slow, but it's very practical and it's based in reality. The roots have been growing. Let's see what the Earth connection wants to reiterate. Earth. Be taken in by the warm and loving embrace of Mother Earth. Draw into her and draw her into you. Enter her cave for healing, nurture, and restoration. So obviously there's been a breakup here. We're talking about healing. Dive into her waters for renewal. Stand in her rain for cleansing. Weather her fires for absolution. Be reborn in nature. Breathe her air and be filled with her. Beneath your feet she supports you. Listen and know the deep pounding of her heart. You are part of nature, in no way separate from her. Love her and know her love. Allow your concerns, that card is also called concerns, to dissolve into the earth and realize a clearer perspective. Let your heart and mind be moved by the unerring pulse of love and life that resounds from the core of our world. Feel its deep and constant vibration nourish every part of you. Be healed by nature's wise and loving heart. So, now, I'm going to say that there is a sense of unearthing or plowing through or working on the land, metaphorically speaking, right? So digging up the soil, refreshing the soil, and then planting those seeds. I feel that's got a lot to do with this connection. It's like a restart. The earth connection, well, out of all the earth signs, Taurus is more about the earth. Not to say that Capricorn and Virgo are not earth signs, but Taurus is the land. It's what gives us the fruit. It gives us, it nourishes us. So Taurus is very, very important here in this reading. So let's take more tarot and see what's going on. Now, some of you are not dealing with two people. We could say that at some point, I mean, there was more of a King of Cups, someone that was open with their heart. But if there was another person in the picture, they were not able to take action and move forward. Right? Doesn't mean that they did not feel. Right? Does not mean that. Now, with the healer of the ages does talk to a long time for me. And healer, it means it's that sort of Chiron energy. So an open wound, there's been a problem here that needed to be healed, and maybe it was a karmic purge that needed to happen to people that were not in the, they were connected, but they had a lot of blockages, a lot of limitations. There were injustices. We know that the healer is very similar to Chiron, which is like an open wound that makes someone grow and become a healer for others. So this connection is walking its path, right, where it's going through a lot of challenges. It's gone through a lot of challenges, very karmic as well, karmic challenges. The healer of the ages is very similar to a teacher. If you look at him, he looks very similar to Jesus Christ. So, you know, many times they refer to even Chiron like the healer, as Christ was. And obviously this is like having an open wound of thyself, and then learning to, through growth, through spiritual growth, and through the goodness of one's heart and the generosity of spirit, being able to, you know, offer one's heart on a platter. I mean, the angel of love, as you could see here, she holds a heart. She holds someone's heart in her hands. So there is a transformation here. Remember, it's a 13. 49 equals a 13. Again, 13 can equal a 4. So a 4 can speak to the emperor, but it can also speak to someone's home or someone's heritage or their past, knowing, you know, within their DNA, within their core, that this connection stems from the past. And this is all about sacrifice, sacrificing all for this divine union, for this connection to come into balance. Okay, we've got a contract here. The contract can mean a soul contract, a karmic contract that could be ending. It could be anything. Happy family, you see. After the happy family comes the, we've got the scales, which can speak to divorce, or it could speak to a divine connection, which will play out, which will reach its bliss and happiness. We've got the garden and the gate here. Number 3, 30, right? Number 4, number 6, we go from the Empress and the Emperor to the Lovers. Let's see why we've got the 9 of Swords in the now. Ten of Cups and the High Priestess, which is usually a third person. So there's secrecy concerning someone's social standing here. Someone is holding back on their emotions. That is for sure. There is secrecy. There's no, I mean, there's no communication here. And the High Priestess, it can also be someone that some of you guys are looking into, or you're reading your own tarot here, looking at what's going on. There's no communication. There's no communication. Some of you are feeling that someone could be out of a marriage, having dealt with divorce here, because remember the 10 of Cups does speak to a restart. There is the Ace. And we've got someone who's a father here. We've got a father and a mother. And the High Priestess holds a key. Now she's, this could speak to a spiritual connection, telepathy, receiving those signs and synchronicities and knowing that you're on the right path. But there's a lot of secrecy here. That's why we've got the 9 of Swords. Let's see why we've got the King of Cups in the past. We've got the Knight of Swords. And we've got the Strength card. Leo. We've got Leo and we've got Aquarius. Knight of Swords is uneasy, very uneasy. Knight of Swords could be, you know, in the past there was a lot of communication. And because I'm not reading reversals, I'm going to say I feel that the Divine Masculine here was holding back on their emotions. There was a very strong sexual connection, very good communication, but there was vulnerability within the Divine Masculine. So they were putting on a brave front, not showing their emotions, only showing maybe their sexual side. The Strength card, right? Leo does speak to the heart. There was a true love connection here. Let's take another card. And then we've got the Eight of Cups, where someone walked away. Someone walked away. I do feel that there was there was the emotional, the Divine Masculine they felt the connection, but they were just too scared. So I do feel that the Divine Feminine probably walked off first time, because I feel that there's been a cycle again and again. Let's take that Queen of Swords on your side. And obviously both people could have been in other connections where they did not find their happiness, right? And this caused spiritual growth. This has been a long journey. Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, lots of swords, perception, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords. I feel that the Divine Feminine is a very cerebral sign, someone that uses their logic very much so. But sometimes where logic is concerned, sometimes we need to look at our heart and not, if things make sense or not. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is obviously someone that is waiting on their ships to come in. It feels as though they're stuck. The Divine Feminine, or if you put yourself on this side, there's a sense of imprisonment here, but it's a perception. It's more about waiting than moving forward. Let's look at the other person. The Hierophant, Taurus, and a marriage. We've got the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Everyone, this is a spiritual connection. Now, the Hierophant can speak to, obviously, marriage. There is a soulmate connection here, but someone's got a choice. I do feel the other person has got a choice. There's two keys here, so this could be the chance for a second commitment, a second marriage, if they've been coming out of a marriage. And we've got the Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Queen of Cups. Someone that's ready and open to give their heart. Queen of Cups, water sign. We've got the King of Cups here in the past. Now we've got, it's interesting, we've got, now this other person, they could be dealing with another water sign. Yes. They could be dealing with another water sign, could be a Pisces, could be a Scorpio. I want to look at the King of Wands because he's in the general energies. Four of Pentacles, so where someone was holding back, now they're ready to move forward. And the Ten of Pentacles does speak to marriage, it speaks to commitment, it speaks to the door opens to abundance. That could be physically and metaphorically, so emotional abundance as well as practical, because the Ten of Pentacles, remember, turns into the Ace. Let's have a look at what is this secrecy with the High Priestess. Now, they could be dealing with another water sign, but the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups can be the same person. So it's as though, what I feel here is that for some of you, this person feels they live as though you're there with them. You're their shadow. You're their other half. It looks like your heart is always with them. You're their light. You're their strength as they're coming out of something here. They're hoping to be able to celebrate with you. Let's take the now. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. She's a mother. And she's got the ability to create. Remember, she's the minor arcana of the Empress. We've got the hair here. She's got the ability to birth quickly. This is a quick birthing process. Remember the Ace of Pentacles here. We do have a few pentacles. Let's have a look at your side. Looks like the divine feminine wants something long-term. She wants something stable. She won't take anything less than that. Let's look at the Three of Wands, Eight of Swords, and Queen of Swords, and Two of Wands. So could mean that some of you are making a decision on whether to go on that journey. Maybe you are still dealing with another person and you've made your choice. She's actually, you could see that she's ready to take that journey. She's holding the Ace of Wands. So we've got 5 wands altogether, which can speak to conflict, whether to take that journey or not. And as we say, 2 of Wands is like the door opening. Let's take one more on your side. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Ace of Pentacles, can you see the path? Let's look at the other person. We've got strong earth here, people. Strong water. Strong earth. We've got the Page of Swords, which if there is no communication, we've got the other person is checking you out, maybe through the internet. Page of Swords could speak to a spoiled brat, someone that has had it easy, let's say. Or the Page of Swords could also speak to a message of truth coming through. Could be coming through as quite childish, though. Page of Swords, remember, is very much the Gemini energy. Gemini, so someone having trouble making a decision to move forward, to follow their fate. Page of Swords could also be a child. Could be their child. Let's take another card. And we've got the Three of Swords. So they have gone through a heartbreak. They have gone through disappointment. And they're trying to heal. They're trying to heal. Their heart has been broken. Why? Three of Cups. After the Three of Swords, we get the Three of Cups, everyone. And Three of Cups is the reconciliation card. Let's have a look at the outcome. Looks like the disappointment has been on both sides. Hasn't been easy for either side. We've got the Five of Swords. There's conflict, there's challenge, there's competitive energies here. Five of Swords can also be self-sabotage. Two of Swords, someone is needing to make that choice. I do feel that there's someone is cut in two here. There has been lies and deception in the past. There's been disappointments. I feel that the lies probably came from this side here. Okay. because we've got the marriage card here. As you can see here with the Queen of Swords, she's demanding the truth, right? And if you could see here, I mean, we've got the Queen of Swords and we've got the Knight of Swords. So the Divine Masculine, where communication was concerned, was quite cutting with their words. But they were also not as mature in the way of communication or truth is concerned, right? So where their ability to communicate is concerned, they were more, let's say they were immature in concern to this side here. Lots of swords are very cutting, very hard time. Let's take another card on that Five of Swords. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is a student, right? It's a learning ability here. It's fresh energy. We've got the mother and the child here. Or this is just starting off small after a difficult choice, after a splitting up, I would say, after a breakup. Now with the Five of Swords says to me that the litigation or any forms of justice have still not ended in the near future. It's still going on. There's still difficult choices to be made here with the Two of Swords. Two of Swords can speak to indecision as well. And we've got the Queen of Wands. So we've got a fair few queens here, we've got all the queens actually, which can speak to gossip. Looks like the Divine Feminine is taking leadership here. Queen of Wands is Leo, usually. This is using the mind or using the heart. I feel that the heart is going to override, win over the mind here. And I think that because we do have the King of Wands here as well, so this is a divine union for sure. And it could be the Divine Feminine that is still dealing with, it could be legalities as well, and maybe matters of, money, financial matters or matters with children. This is like a very competitive energy with the Five of Swords, needing to win over all costs. But remember that this Ace of Pentacles is also here with the Page of Pentacles. This is a message of long-lasting, long-term. Let's take a couple more cards. We've got the Six of Pentacles, which means equal giving and receiving. Also, we've got the Scales here. Someone is going to be generous with their money, generous with their heart, and there will be fairness and justice if this is a separation process. And we've got the King of Pentacles. I think that's all we need to look at, I think. I mean, we've got, this is undeniably, this is a twin flame union. I mean, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Now, of course, we know that the kings and the queens, they have stages. We know that the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles are the parents. They're the most experienced kings and queens of the tarot. So we see that there is practicality, does work. This does work, this connection. It's got, there are so much. We've got the King and the Queen of Cups. We've got, what's missing is the King of Swords. That's the only king that is missing out of the equation here. We've got the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. We've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here. Oh my God. How can you not laugh at that? Oh my goodness me. Oh wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Someone is scrambling with litigation. Someone is scrambling with the truth. Someone is so scared of the truth. Someone is so scared of loss, so scared of being cut out of the equation. And we know the King of Swords is Aquarius. We're going to have a full moon in a few days, second consecutive full moon in Aquarius on Jupiter. Wow, if this is not quite the journey, then I don't know what is. The divine feminine, the divine masculine have taken so many forms, different energetic, different emotional, their emotional standing, their financial standing, their reality. They've gone through so many challenges, but they want the same thing. In actual fact, they want the same thing. And it looks like the divine masculine is showing up as general energy, as someone just very powerful, someone very sexual. It looks like the divine feminine will match the divine masculine in the bedroom, let's say. And what I see here with the divine feminine is a mother, but she's also very magnetic and very sexual and very attractive. It looks like luck is on her side. She gets her king, one that's going to be there for her, that one that she can actually depend on, one that will fight for her, one that will work for her, one that will be generous to her. This is incredible. Page of Wands. Wanting to go on a journey, but having a heavy load, having other things to tend to, difficulties. King of Swords. Legalities, business, the law, contracts. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Imbalance. We've got the Six Pentacles here. Someone begging for the other person's love. Someone begging to go on that journey. They wanted to go on that journey, but maybe there were money issues concerning this is not a normal relationship. This relationship shouldn't be happening because we've come from different social standing. There's a marriage in the way. There's a physical distance. Okay? There's so much that's sort of in the way here, but they wanted to take this journey. Remember that this turns into the Ace as well. Ace of Wands. There will be communication. The truth can be cutting, but we know that the King of Swords is always very fair and very just. We've got the Six of Cups, children. Someone being in a family with children, or this is just a soulmate connection that's gone through heaven and hell. There is love. There is love. There is true love here, and the lovers. So a difficult choice, a very powerful union that was probably at a physical distance. You know, someone needed to close up a major karmic cycle in their life, right? A major karmic cycle. So this connection started off as quite sexual. Okay, could also be through social media, through the internet, maybe with a world card. But there was a choice to be made. Someone was looking at their children, their heart, their money. Will my community, will my family, will my heritage, will my people accept this connection? Maybe she or he, we do have the wealthy man here, so maybe she comes from a lower class family. How can I bring her into my life? But I want to go on this journey, and it's just so hard. What do I do? I'm going to stand in my truth, and I'm going to speak my truth. That's the only way to victory. Let's see what this full moon in Aquarius brings, everybody. Let's see what it's going to bring. Wow. Wow, everyone. Let's take a couple of love messages. What's beneath the main male here? And we've got the main female, so it's all about the love story. And there is a gift. There's a gift in this. It's a 17, the star card. The star is always something that's at a distance. It does require healing. It requires truth. And it requires breaking free from anything that does not serve us. And friendship. Friendship is a very strong pillar for this connection to stand on. Look at how the door opens to going to this very rich house. And when I say rich, doesn't necessarily have to be a rich house. It could be a place, a home, a place that you can call home, that will be very abundant concerning family. Open your heart and talk truthfully to me. Talk to me. And someone is demanding here. Talk to me. Obviously, someone has not been open, not being truthful. I feel it's the divine masculine, more than likely. I prefer to be friends. Well, that was maybe the first slap. That was a hard slap. But someone was hiding behind passion and desire. Remember, this is the 10 of Wands, which turns into the Ace of Wands. There was a sexual connection, right? But this was a heavy burden. And this is like the Ace of Swords. I love, love, love you. It was wonderful, we had fun, but I must now move on. 8 of Cups in the distant past. You were cold and distant to me, I needed more passion. 2 of Wands is on this side here. I will never forget you, I will always love you. And the 5 of Wands is here. I can't stop thinking about you. I'm only breathing, not living without you. That's the 4 of Swords. That is on the side of the divine masculine or the other person. The person on this side. I want you to be happy. I'm here for you always if you want me to. And there's 3 question marks here. It's like they're looking for what you feel. I'll always be here for you. They're pretending to be a friend. 10 of Pentacles is here. If you want me to, like, do you want me? There is self-doubt here. It's done. They cheated. Door closed. Feeling blue. We've got 3 10s here. Now, doesn't necessarily mean that these will go in order, these messages. I'd love to hear if any of these messages resonate for you. We start with the Ace of Cups and we end with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, and we end with the Ace of Swords because it does turn into the Ace, right? The King of Swords holds the Ace of Swords. I feel that this has got a lot to do with this full moon that's coming up. And remember, full moon till the next full moon will be a month, or the full moon until the next new moon, which will be taking place in Virgo. That'll be a 2-week span, right? So who knows? But it says it's done, door closed, they cheated and feeling blue. Obviously, someone is very upset here. Who cheated, though? That's the question. We've got the Three of Swords on this side, so, and the Three of Cups. They're wanting, now maybe they were double timing, double, double dating or whatever. Three of Cups, Three of Swords. And we've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups, which holds the third cup. And the Hierophant, which holds 2 keys. And 2 keys does speak to 2 marriages for me. A second chance at a long-term commitment. And remember, Uranus is transiting through Taurus, which Uranus is going to retrograde now. So we'll be dealing with past matters. Okay, Tower moments. And I feel here is that they may be waiting on a message from you, and the message hasn't been coming from you. I feel that there was more of a ultimatum from you or the Divine Feminine, which I've put on this side. You could be a Divine Masculine and be on this side. Whichever side is for you and talks to you, that's important. I do feel that there's an ultimatum for this Queen of Swords. I do feel even if she's coming out of divorce, even though she's got restrictive energies, difficulty, she's still very powerful. And she's obviously turned her back here with the Three of Wands. And then she's needing to make a decision. She knows what she wants. She wants something long-term, something that's going to give her security. And she's following her path, doesn't matter how difficult it is. Okay? 2, 11, 19, 21, 26, 30, 31, 32, which equals a 5. Again, we've got Taurus and the Hierophant. And look here, the Divine Feminine is waiting. She's waiting for these changes. She's waiting for this offer. Yep. Yes, let's take one card from the Black Moon Astrology cards. Let's see if this will give us more information. We've got 3 tens here. A lot to do with endings and new beginnings. Sun and Spirit, and the Sun is moving through Leo, everyone, and the Sun obviously will be in opposition to the Moon when we have that second full moon. That'll be a very interesting time, as I feel the 29th degree will be a critical degree for Leo in its home sign. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. All right, everyone, I will leave it at that. I want to thank you so much, sending you lots of love, lots of light, wishing you well. Ta-da.